I am making this video to share an experience I had. I would prefer not to broadcast this message, but I feel compelled. I also think I will seem crazy for expressing these thoughts. Before this story, let me tell you who I am. On this channel, I go by Undedicated. I am an unemployed, anxiety diagnosed, retired Army veteran. Sometimes I have concerns about my mental health, but I do speak with a counselor regularly. I also have a master's degree in psychology. Okay, so it is entirely possible that I am delusional. I think it's best for you to decide for yourself. Please hear my story. I was walking my dog when a question came to mind. Why would Christian militants ever stockpile weapons? With God's support, you don't need any, right? The Bible supports this idea. Remember the story of David and Goliath? Later, I found a quote from from David in the scripture. It says, this is 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 47. All those gathered here will know that this is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves. For the battle is the Lord's, and he will give all of you into our hands. And I was thinking that Christian militias sometimes stockpile guns in preparation for standoffs or for recruiting assault. God already said they don't need weapons to be victorious, even in battle. I suspect that Christian militants choose to ignore this because they hope to kill people in battle. A person may have a desire to kill someone, but restrain themselves because they can't justify committing the act. Not just murder, but anything that would be considered a sin. So, a person who is selectively believing scripture can find a verse to justify some harm. As I was thinking about this, I saw a rock at my feet, and a thought came into my head. Pick up this rock. It is David's next stone. I thought to myself, this stone isn't even smooth. In fact, it's kind of ugly for such a spiritual stone. And the response I felt to that was, this stone doesn't need to be smooth. David's stone fit its purpose. This stone will defeat the next Goliath, and without even being tossed. There is a reason for its shape. Uh, so that seemed like a little far-fetched to me, although I dismayed my skepticism, dismissed it right away. I know that my human mind can't understand the ways of God. If he wants to use an ugly, non-throwing rock to stop the next, as of yet unnamed Goliath, it's absolutely within his power to do so. So even though I'm not sure how it works, I can tell you with absolute certainty of faith, this rock will stop the next Goliath. I also feel compelled to offer this rock to any Christian militia group that wants it. Here it is, the tool for your liberation from Christian oppression. And I'm offering it to you with nothing given to me in return. You can just ask for it in the comments or DM me on socials. Either way is okay. And I am supposed to ask for something first, though. You have to stop stockpiling weapons and never start again in the future. If you're concerned about protecting your people from enemies, don't worry. You'll have this stone to protect you. I know it sounds incredible, but I feel it to be true. Anyway, now is the time when you can decide if I am delusional. I don't think I'm crazy, but as an outsider, I wouldn't believe the claim I'm making. I have such a small following, I can't imagine why I would be selected to say this and maybe alienate what few subscribers I have. To tell you the truth, I feel frustrated that I have to put this video online because I don't want to be seen as a lunatic. However, with the Lord guiding this affair, I suppose this message will reach the right ears. Thank you for listening to me. That concludes this video. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share the video. And take care of yourself and have a nice day.